What we teach people is kindness to yourself. Do you think if I taught myself kindness, and I agree with it, guys, so many people take me out of context, it's ridiculous. Take it however you want to take it. When I was 300 pounds, where do you think that conversation would have got me if I spoke kindness to myself? I'll tell you where it gets me. Right back to 7-Eleven, another box of mini chocolate donuts and a chocolate milkshake.
I'm going to be honest with you. I did not want to record this video. I've been going back and forth all week in between recording this video that's on my mind versus recording a video talking about a topic that came up in the Q&A show the other day about the evolution of QA. I was going to talk about my experience and stuff like that, but I could not do that topic with this one on my heart, on my mind. I'm going to try to keep this one short because it is not a topic that I like to talk about, but here we go, right? I am trying to understand why so many people run from success. And when I say many people, it's probably about a good 96.72% of the population who run from success. What do I mean by running from success? So, as soon as you have a little bit of a victory, then you get scared. You get scared and you start to backtrack, you start to go the other way, you start to go where you came from. And I think that we have this issue amongst, a good amount of people of the desire, the need for perfection. So when you make a little mistake, or if you haven't made a mistake and you start to be a little bit successful, then you start to retract and you're like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, it might not work out for me, I need to stop, all this type of stuff, right? So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. It's I don't like talking about it because i I like to fight, I like to win, I like to embrace the challenges. Like you've seen me do it on this channel all the time. We go into territories unknown. We go into like other people might be very, very well versed in it, but I don't. I'm not. So I'm like, oh, let's try to figure it out. And no help, no assistance, just Google and Stack Overflow and stuff like that. And we figure it out and we win. Just the other day, we finally got our mini cube deployment of using Kubernetes to deploy our urbanization of economic data. So, and that was a great accomplishment. And I'm excited about it. I've never used Kubernetes before December or November 2024, and here we are. So that's why I don't like to talk about it because I don't like to put myself in the mindset. But being that I work with so many people, people that I'm coaching, family members and stuff like that, and we just delay what is inevitable for us to be great. So let's get the show started. Welcome to another episode of Candid Conversations, hosted by your truly tech coach Ralph, where we're engineer to win. Like I said, today I want to talk about why are we so fearful of success? Like, why do we? I think that we take every single opportunity that's presented to us that challenges us to say, oh, well, this happened in my life, that happened in my life. I'm so busy at work. I'm having some family issues. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I have two jobs and I don't have any time to study. And I'm just so overburdened by life that I cannot be successful. I think that we desire, we want, we enjoy excuses because what do excuses do to us? Excuses tell us that it is not our fault that we are not successful. And I think that is a major, major problem for us. I cannot tell you how many people that I've come across who the first, upon meeting them, they are so excited, so ready to go, and they hit the ground running. But then, as soon as either they get a little bit of success or a little bit of a bump in the road, or maybe both, they get ghost. They get ghost, and I'm like, and I have to reach out to them like, hello, are you there? What's going on? And it's like, oh, this happened. I'm like, okay, well, what does that have to do with what your goals are, with your plans are? We do not care about our goals. We don't, and that's a sad reality because if our goals really matter to us, right? If we set a target in sight, a time frame in sight, if that mattered to us, we would not allow anything or anyone to stop us from that. Now, does that mean you like the things, the responsibilities that you have agreed to take on, that you're just going to be like, oh, well, I have this goal that I've set, so there's nothing, so like I'm not gonna be here for my spouse, or I'm not gonna be here for my child, things like that. No, absolutely not. That just means, you know what that means? Here's what it means, all right? And I'm gonna I was about to say I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm not sorry. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It just means that you have to allocate your time better. You need to make better agreements. You need to make better compromises. You need to wake up earlier. You need to go to sleep later because guess what? Guess what? You, only you are responsible for your success and your failure. We love to blame other people for what doesn't go right in our lives, and but we also love to take all the credit for what does go right in our life, and it doesn't work that way. You are, for me, honestly, I think that you are fully responsible for your failures, but for your successes, while you are, I'll say 99.99999% responsible for your success, there are other people who push you along the way, whether they push you in a good way or in a bad way. See me? I'll tell you this. I take motivation and desire from anyone, whether it's positive or negative. I actually, to be honest, I enjoy the negative feedback more than I enjoy the positive feedback. See, me, I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, right? And I was like, I'm not a big fan of receiving compliments because I'm like, I don't know what to say when I get a compliment. I'm like, thank you, right? But when I get criticism, it takes me on a whole other level. I am locked in. I'm like, okay, you said that I couldn't do this, right? I love it. Let's go. Let's get after it because now I have to prove somebody wrong. I am on a mission to seek, kill, and destroy what they said that I could not do. When people laugh at me, I love it. I feed off of it. That's what I want. Right? And then once I get the job done, I'm like, great, awesome. Well, guess what? It's over now. Time to move on to our next set of challenges. I'm telling you, like sometimes I have challenges stacked, right? I'm like, all right, well, as I'm getting closer to finishing one, taking not someone, but taking something that someone said I could not do off of my list. I already have a list of things to do. I have my targets in sight. But that's me, right? I'm not looking for somebody to give me a "You can do it," "Oh, attaboy," and stuff like that. No, I like my mind is wired to go after it. And my thing is that I believe that every single person who says that they want something, they have that ability as well. But you also have that other side that's saying, "Why are you doing this?" It's not your fault that you're not where you wanna be. It's not your fault that you're whatever age that you are and you're not successful. Oh, this thing worked out for you, but guess what? Like, you can start doing it. You can get that new job. You can go into that career transition, and they can lay you off in a month. You might not be making as much money as you used to make. Oh, your family's saying, "Oh, like, you're always working, you're always studying, you're always learning, you don't have any time for us." Well, guess what? I'm gonna break it down to you, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. They don't. They don't. Because okay, and should people care? Honestly, I don't think they should. If somebody cares, then that's great. I appreciate it, but they don't have to care. They don't have to care. Why not? Well, because it's not their life, it's your life. And it's your job to care 100% about the results that happen in your life. I think a lot of times that we care more about the results in other people's life and that impact than we care about our own results. And it cannot be that way, because then 10, 20, 30, 50 years down the line, you're going to think back and you're like, man, I took care of everybody my whole entire life, and I never accomplished anything that I wanted to. And you're gonna live miserable. You're gonna live miserable during those 10, 30, 40, 50 years, because you did not take care of yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you just, like I said earlier, you don't just push everyone to the back burner. No, you take care of your responsibilities, what you agreed to do. But guess what? You also have to take care of the responsibilities to yourself, meaning that if you say you want to get somewhere, if you say you want to do something, you're going to be up later. Because guess what? Whatever your responsibilities are to other people, they sleep too. They sleep too. So once you are driven, once you have that desire to win, you will say, all right, it's going to be hard to get started, but I have no other options. I have no other choice. I'm going to have to wake myself up earlier, and I'm going to have to go to sleep a little later. I might be able to sneak in a nap in the middle of the day sometime. I don't know. If you're working in an office, maybe you have to go like I remember I used to do this, right? I would when I was going to school, I would have to be to school probably by 9 in the morning. And I would, and due to traffic and stuff, I'd probably leave my house in Miami to get to somewhere in Broward by like maybe 8, maybe a little bit earlier than that, right? And then from there, I would either like at first I'd go home and then go to work, which was like maybe about 45-minute drive until my schedule changed, and I would go right after school. But I'd be getting home around like midnight and stuff. So I would honestly, during my breaks, like maybe a lunch break, I'd go sit in the car, turn the car on, put the AC on, and just fall asleep in the car. Put our alarm clock for like 25 minutes, just so I can sneak in a nap in there, because I was up from like 7 in the morning, getting home sometimes like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, because I had to go to school and to work, and then if I was and at the time I was working 2 different jobs. So I'd be working on the weekends as well. So there are no excuses. When when I was getting there's so many examples I can give, right? When I was getting ready to change companies from a company that I was working at for 7 years, and I noticed that what I learned in the company was not sufficient enough for me to make my jump to my next career, right, to my next company. So there was a lot that I had to figure out. I would be up around 5 in the morning, and I said, "Let me get an hour to an hour and a half in of studying," right? And then I would be up to so I would get home after work and, do whatever family obligations and stuff like that, and then I'm like, "Alright, look, I gotta go and study some more." Sometimes I'd be studying from 10, 11 at night to, like, 12, 1 in the morning, and then do it right back again the next day over and over and over again when I was unhealthy, when I was obese, right? And I'm like, I need to like I don't want to be like this anymore. I was up at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, in the gym, working out, meal prepping, and then after work, another gym session, walking for like an hour, hour and a half every single day, because I had a mission in mind. And at that time, I didn't even think about it the way that I thought. Now, it was just things that I had to do. I had to do these things, right? But then now, when years ago, getting ready for competition, for jujitsu competition, and the intensity that it took, to plan and to make sure that you meet the necessary weight requirements and everything like that, it was so much pressure on my mind that I was like, "You know what? I need something to counteract that pressure." So you know what I did? This is what I did. I went and I got a course to learn. And I said, "You're right. All right. So if I'm gonna be training early in the morning and I need to get my mind settled, I'm going to start off an hour, hour and a half earlier, and I'm going to be like learning this coding stuff in tandem while I'm getting ready while I'm getting ready for competition. And I've done that like many times. And that allows me to learn the things that I need to learn, that I want to learn, and get ready for competition and prepping like that. Like because I need to balance that out. But the way that I balance that out is with more work, just a different type of work. And I'll be up at like 4 in the morning. I'll be up to like midnight, sometimes even later than that. Now that I'm a little bit older, I can't stay up as late as I used to be, as I used to. But I also don't need to. But there are times when I'm like, okay, I'm running late on something. I need to stay up, and I will be up until like I wake up and I see a bunch of E's typed on the keyboard because I fell asleep while typing. Because guess what? I had to do what I had to do. There's no way around it. And when I see people who they just have the thought, they just have the goal barely written down of what they want to do, but then as soon as adversity comes, they start to back off. And I'm like, why? Why? You've had a little bit of success before. We blame our jobs, we blame our relationships, we blame our responsibilities to our kids. Kids sleep, all right? Kids sleep. So saying that, oh, my child, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. I know parents who they still find time to do their schooling. They still have time to go to work. They still have time to go out with their kids. And sometimes I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that what, I have to wake up I have to wake up a morning at 5. I have to be ready for an exam at 5 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, 5 a.m. in the morning for an exam. Wow, that's intense. But they want it. They want it. Like I said earlier, we get a little bit of success and then we start to take our foot off the pedal when we have just graduated kindergarten, right? We just got through kindergarten. And now we're about to take our foot off the gas. I'm like, no, that's the time to crank it up. You are in a golden spot to make a difference in your life and the lives of many other people. A lot of times people don't understand the work that you're doing is going to make a difference in their lives. Right? They just see the right now, while I like to have my people focus on the what is to come. But a lot of times for what is to come, we stand in our own way. And we love to blame other people for us standing in our own way. No, no. There is no other options. And I'll tell you this, right? I make my coaching calls available, which it is hard on me. It is hard on me for me to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to be available for a coaching call at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then on the other side, they run up until like midnight just to be able to accommodate people in different time zones. Because I have people who are in Paris, who are in London, who are on the West Coast, and I try to accommodate all of that. And it's not easy for me. And do I need to do it? Absolutely not. I don't need to coach anybody, to be honest with you, right? But I like to see the people who have the desire to win, the will to win, saying, we're gonna do it. There is no other choice. There is no other options. Plan Plan B is to complete Plan A. That is the only thing that is on my mind. I'm like, all right, you know what? If you are willing to do it, then I'm there with you. I always have to go back to the late great Kobe Bryant and some stories that I heard about him from the book Winning with Tim Grover and Relentless with Tim Grover. Love those two books, right? But Tim Grover tells a story about Kobe Bryant's work ethic and not on the court, because we all know about Kobe Bryant after he was it his Achilles that he burst, and he showed up to the free throw line to take those two free throws. And then he went back to the locker room and he found out bad news. But the story that I remember from Tim Grover about Kobe Bryant is when he would show up to the gym to do his workout and his training with Kobe Bryant. Kobe, at about 2 or 3 in the morning, maybe 4 in the morning. It was probably 4 in the morning. Don't quote me on that. But Kobe was in a full sweat already working at 4 o'clock in the morning. That means he had to be there from like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, already getting it in on his own. So then Tim Grover, the trainer, the well-esteemed trainer, the one who trained Michael Jordan, did not have to think about, okay, I have to get Kobe in the right mindset and have to motivate him and boost him. No, Kobe had that in himself already. He didn't need that. So it just like, all right, now we can actually focus on the work that we need to do. And that's why it's hard to make this video for me, because I'm like, I don't want to have to like beat you into wanting to accomplish your goals, the goals that you set. I don't set goals for anybody. I say, all right, what is it that you want to do? Let's figure it out. But I'm like, where are you? Like, why do you say you want to do the things that you are not willing to do? Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Another one quick last Kobe story. There was an NBA player, Jay Williams, right? You've seen him on ESPN and stuff like that. He was talking about a story where he had a Kobe story where he showed up to the gym. I think the Lakers were playing the Bulls, right? And he shows up to the gym and he sees Kobe there, and Kobe's in a full sweat as usual, right? Getting his workout, and looks like he's about to end his workout. And then an hour goes by, hour and a half goes by, and Kobe's still in there. And I might be butchering the story a little bit, but just understand the principle behind it, right? And he's like, Kobe's still in there, and he asked Kobe, he's like, you've been here for such a long time, and Kobe says something to him like, yeah, I was about to leave, but I saw you come in here, and I wanted to let you know, I wanted you to see that I'm not going anywhere, and I'm going to give you hell on the court. I paraphrased it, but that's basically what the sentiment was, right? And that like that's the idea, the mentality. Especially if you are not where that you want to be, you need to have that killer mindset. Saying there is nobody, nothing that will stand in my way from getting to where I want to be. Nothing at all. I'm going to take care of all my responsibilities, but I'm also going to take care of my responsibility to myself and to my goals. If I have to wake up early, I'm going to be up early. If I have to go to sleep late, I'm going to go to sleep late. I'm going to make sure that I meet all of my like whatever needs to be done for me to be successful. I am going to do it. There will be no excuses. Nothing's going to hold me back. Nothing. I that's all that I really got. Like I don't there's nothing else I can say, because you are responsible for your success and your failures, like I said earlier, right? It's all on you. Nobody else cares. No one's coming to save you. So either you're going to do what you have to do, or you're going to fail miserably. And then you're going to want a pity party. But I do not, I repeat, I do not join pity parties. They're not my forte. So let's get up and get it. All right. Anyways, tough video for me to make today. I don't like talking about this type of stuff, but I see it so many times within people that I'm coaching, people that I'm not coaching, within my own family. I don't like to run in the victim Olympics. I don't like to think about all the things that we can do, but that we don't do. I just like to win, right? I just like to win and to write. All right. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Candid Conversations, hosted by your truly Tech Coach Ralph, where, as you know, we are engineered to win. Do me a favor on your way out on this heavy message Monday. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time we go live and drop new content. As well, go to techcoachralph.dev, where you can sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. You can sign up for exclusive content, things that we do to level up. We just had a meetup this past Saturday where my guy, the Wealth Building Journey, CJ, was talking about company management and industry stability when it comes to stocks and investing. He is an expert in the game. So just tune in and see what we're talking about, all that good stuff. We do those every so often. And, I do my own meetings, like, where we can do some meetings. I'm gonna start scheduling some more of those meetups so that if anybody has any questions, they can come and ask, and we can just have a discussion, hang out, all that good stuff, right? So check it out, techcoachdrop.dev. Sign up today. You can sign up for free. You can upgrade later on. If you need one-on-one coaching, you can get that there as well. And if I am coaching you and you have not had a coaching call in the last week, then that means you're falling behind. You are slacking off. You need to get your life together. Go and you know where to find how to sign up for a coaching call. Go and do that, and let's meet up and let's get back on track. All right. With that being said, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Monday. A wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Tech Coach Ralph is out.
We just show up and grind all day. Only results matter anyway. I'm straight for no time to play. Block out the noise, letting out the sway. We don't care what others pursue. Our focus sharp, our goals so true. Their distractions ain't got a clue. We just win, that's what we do. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the race, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the race, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. We don't care what others pursue. Our focus sharp, our goals so true. Their distractions ain't got a clue. We just win, that's what we do. Turn it up on the victory ride. We got heart and we got pride. Let the doubters run and hide. We're the force they can't deny. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the ranks, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Keep your eyes on the finish line. No looking back, no wasting time. We climb the ranks, we shine and shine. Success is drawn like a fine line. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Step by step we reach the top. We'll keep going, we won't stop. Watch us rise, see jaws drop. When we win, we own the lot. Hey.